What route did you follow to come to Cyprus?
Actually, we have worked with the previous government. We have fought for democracy, for human rights, especially for women's rights, for gender, and these things. That's why we have served. Some of us served for the United Nations, for the international forces in the country from the last 20 years. But since the government changed and the Taliban came to power, they imposed some tough rules on women education, and plus the people who served for the previous government, their lives were at risk. Most of our colleagues and our friends are disappeared in the country. Most of them are punished, tortured. That's why we had no other option, but we were seeking asylum. Right now we are stateless people with this hope that the government of the Republic of Cyprus will help us and they will have a pity on us, that we are currently in a situation. If any one of you put yourself in our shoe, you will realize how difficult it is to be here. But I don't think we have done something bad to that. We helped democracy in our country. I don't think we have done anything bad that by working for international forces. That's why for now our life was threatened in the country. We were at risk. That's why we moved here.
And you came to Cyprus through Turkey?
Yeah, I applied for educational visa.
Turkey?
Most of us actually from Afghanistan applied for educational visa. We took TOEFL tests and English language tests, and then we were selected there. And we came there. We were pursuing our postgraduate, but when we realized that sooner or later we will be sent back to our country, or we have to go back, so we had no other option. We realized, we sensed danger that if one day they send us back to the country, we will, of course, since Taliban are in the power, they have influences there in the country, and they will for sure find out about us that we served for the previous government, for international forces, for the UN. If they find out that, then they will of course torture us, disappear us, or create a lot of problems for us. That's why we moved to this side.
So from Turkey you came to Cyprus? To the island?
Not Turkey actually. We came from the north side of Cyprus.
What is the most difficult thing living in this situation?
That's, no one like to live in this situation. This is a forest area. No one want to live like this, because we had a better life in Afghanistan. We had a better jobs. We have a house. So it was all from the Taliban that they push back us in. We leave the country. That's why. So no one want to leave their country by their own choice. But that there was threat for us. We can't live there. That's why we leave our country and we come here to climb the asylum.
You want to stay in Cyprus, or you want to go further in Europe, maybe in another country?
We are seeking asylum and safety. We don't have any destination in mind. So whether Cyprus, the Republic of Cyprus, or anywhere else, we are safe, and that's what we are asking for.
Do you have families back home?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And do you have the chance to talk with them, or?
Well, as the situation here, we don't have internet, we don't have power for our phones, laptops, or anything. So it's a bit difficult to contact them, talk with them. So that's it.
And how do you see your future, your near future?
At the moment,
it's unknown.
It's unknown. We are hopeless at this situation. We see. Actually, we are really grateful from the UNHCR and UN. They are really helping us, but still hopeless. We can't imagine what will happen next. Or they're pushing us back, or what will happen?
We have spent a very tough time from our childhood actually. When first Russia invaded our country, my parents moved to other countries. Now the Taliban and these people came in. That's...
How old are you?
I am 34.
34?
Yeah.
And did you leave family back home?
Yeah. It's really... My parents actually worked for the United States government, so for the embassy. And they were evacuated to the United States. They were promised that your children will also be brought there, but no one cared about us. since 2021. It's now 2024. No one asked for us as they were promised. It was not implemented, so we had no other option. We moved here.
So your parents are in Afghanistan, no? No.
They were in the United States, but because no parents are interested to leave their children in a risky situation in Afghanistan and leave to the United States, they waited for a long time in the United States. But when they realized that no one cared about our children, that's why they came back to Afghanistan, and they risked their life as well.
Now, do you have the chance to contact them?
Yeah, I have online, but we don't have internet here. We have internet problems here, so I'm trying to contact them.
Can you describe me the conditions of this camp?
Actually, the UNHCR, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, their employees, and everyone is trying a lot. They are supportive. They are providing us food, shelter. The Red Cross is also providing us food, shelter, and things, the basic things. But somehow it's wildlife. We are living in the wildlife, so it's dangerous for us. For example, God forbid, if someone dies out of the snake bite or anything else, so who will take the responsibility for that? I think the government of the Republic of Cyprus should have a pity on us and get us out of this situation. It's so difficult here for us.
Have you ever imagined to be trapped in a situation like this?
No, I have never been through this before. I was not imagining this before. I had a happy life. I don't think people are interested to leave their country, their comfortable life in their own country. But because of the situation, we are forced by the situation to leave the country. We had no other option. This was our last hope that we came here.
And now, how do you see your future?
I don't really know. I don't really understand. Most of us are of good use. Most of us are educated. We are qualified. We worked with international forces in our country. I'm sure that we can be of good use in any country. I'm sure if we were lucky enough to be offered asylum in the Republic of Cyprus, we will, of course, for sure, we will give them something back because they are doing a sympathy with us. So we will make sure that we also have to try and give something in return to this wonderful country.
Was Cyprus your final destination, or you want to go?
Actually, I don't have any destination in my mind. I am just seeking asylum. I just want my safety. I'm just running away from dying.
When the war started back in my country, I had a scholarship, fortunately, to study in the north of Cyprus. So I was sent to the north of Cyprus. So the war got worse and my father died. I had to fend for myself back in the north, pay the fees, the house rents. But when you come to the north, at the airport, the stamp on your passport, not eligible for employment. So if you're doing anything back in the north, it's illegal. And then at the time, you just have to say enough and you have to look for a better life. So I came here. You pay smugglers to smuggle you through the borders, and that is how I ended up here.
So your father, you told me, is dead?
Yes, he was killed in the war.
And you have family, your mother?
Yeah, I have a mother, I have brothers and sisters. Right now my mother is in hiding, my brothers and sisters are everywhere. The eldest son was also killed in the war. So
it's a very big trauma for you?
Yes, a lot of trauma.
What do you expect from your future?
Right now we are stuck here. We've had nothing, we don't know what the future holds. I believe I just want to plead maybe with the Cyprus government, with the authorities, with the Cyprus civilians to at least give us a chance. In here we have master students, I am a master student. We have barbers, we have people who know how to cut hair and do a lot of things. If we are just given a chance to be accepted, to be given a chance to the asylum process, they will see that we did not just come here maybe to take from them. We also have a lot to give. So keeping us here and not saying anything, what will happen to us, it's really traumatizing. Here, the UNHCR, they try their best. We will be nothing without them. But they can only provide a little for us. For example, I was sitting the other day under a tree and a twig fell on my face. It could be a whole branch that came on me, and the UNHCR will not be here. If I die, who will be answerable? not the UNHCR, not the Cyprus government, which means my mother will not have to see my corpse. She will just forget about me. So we are really just pleading if we could be given the chance to prove ourselves. We are not just asylum seekers. We have a lot to say. We have a lot to contribute. If they give back to us, we are willing to give back to them. So what we really expect is we are pleading with the government, pleading with everyone to put their voices together and help us leave this place. I was one of the first persons to start this camp. So I've been here for 2 months. And it's really difficult. We live in the tents, you see snakes, you live with rats. The bathroom, it sinks, water stands. Like, life is really, really so difficult. It's traumatizing. Mosquitoes and a lot of other things. I am a girl, I am a lady. At times I could be strong, but I will break down. The trauma, the depression is a lot. Men eyes, they should look at us as fathers who have children as well.
I think it's not matter that my country is Afghanistan. Well, whenever I had a secure, I had a I can continue my education, will be that country my country. Whenever some country gave me a secure, will I work hard for that country? Well, that country will be my country.
So hopefully I was coming knowing I will be accepted. But I came, crossed the border, entered south, and the police carried us back into the buffer zone and asked us back to go to the north. Never in my life would I have imagined that I will be stuck here someday. We didn't just leave our houses and our countries for fancy. It was not for fun. We left for a reason, at least to have a better life. We fled the war, coming to seek refuge.
I'm here with my small brother, 2 sisters, and with my mother.
And if they grant you the asylum, what do you want to do next?
Well, if they accept my asylum, the thing that I'm gonna do is to starting my education, to starting like to university or to starting theater. Well, no matter if they are accepting us, I'm not one of their citizenship. Well, I can I'm working for them. One option in my country to work for them, I will do. But the thing is that I will not do something for the tourists, for the Taliban. I want to do for the peace, for the people that they are peacekeepers.